Hello, hello.
This was some great graphic design done by OhRaez. He's provided a lot of artwork for this tournament. If you have a YouTube channel or website, or just you need some sick design, or you have an idea, you can find his contact information in the description below. My name is ThaBlasian, and this is my co-host Scarmsax, and today we have
We have Evolution versus Infinity
sorry, I
Esports.
think my mic died. Like mid sentence, I think it just died on me. Hold on, as I get this set up. But yes, we have Infinity Esports versus Evolution today on Chalet. This will be first map of the night.
Alright, I mean, for the most part, Operator Rise, I don't see anybody really to, like, I don't know. There's a word I'm looking for.
Well, we see
We don't see
mostly
anybody
common
too
operators. Like
extraneous.
see them same picks we see from most teams.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
So this is an odd choice from Evolution. They're gonna go wine cellar snowmobile first, which we don't see a lot of first pick. We usually see dining room trophy, which is the most common hold. But I think Evo's they definitely have a new roster this time. We see Cryptic Geo, he's a new face, and I'm Yahoo, both new players for this squad.
Oh, and speaking of new, Infinity Esports actually just signed up today. Well, not today, but I think yesterday. But anyway, I like to see the new teams getting in, doing the qualifications ready, you know, just making sure that they get everything ready and, you know, qualifying before everybody else, so I like to see that.
Yeah, it's definitely good to get your qualifiers done pretty early, but already we have Thermite trying to breach this pretty quickly, but I think
the bomb diffuser.
Bandit's not bandit tricking, but he doesn't still need the Thatcher there.
Yeah, looks like Thatcher is taking a little bit of his time over there.
I think they're waiting to see if there is a bandit trick or a Valcam or something. Am I gonna get the first wall open? And now this is where the push is gonna begin from Infinity. Looks like Sodi was in the
holding a
connector,
tight
and now
angle.
Reaper's gonna hold the angle
Bomb located by
through the wall onto Thermite.
Yo, let me just talk about that angle for a second. That is a dirty angle. Like, he hit the wall into the connector.
Yeah,
To try to get that angle.
It's something I haven't seen it before, but it's definitely something that I could see a lot of people using. Like Thermite couldn't even see him as he went down, and I think Jaeger's also gonna go down and get killed by Thatcher, but Reaper's finally gonna pick up the kill onto Thermite, and now it's a 4v4.
Looks like most of the attack has focused upstairs, and they're not really focusing too much on the garage, which is really interesting, because if they already opened it, I would expect them to focus on that garage entrance.
You know, we don't see either a push coming from the north side. The entire push is coming from the south side, no matter what. And Yahoo's gonna pick up Dave and McCamey. That was, I think he was laying down when he peeked that. I've never liked peeking an angle like that. It's so weird for me. But it looks like Game Destroyer is going to be Destroyer's.
Yeah, no, that was a really fast peek.
North side.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
They're both pushing from blue.
No, this is why I said, you know, it's weird why they aren't pushing the garage entrance. I mean, they see both entrances, besides the garage entrance, of course, like heavily barbed wire.
We see Metal World Niche picking up Cryptic Geo, and then Yahoo finding that trade, and now the kill's gonna come in from Kool-Aid Farmer. Now a 2 versus 2 situation. Ash is coming from the backside, but she's gonna join herself in. Sodi's using a kill hole in the wall. I don't think he spotted that. He might go down here, actually. No, Sodi's gonna peek out just too far and gonna pick up the kill as Reaper picks the Kool-Aid Farmer, and that'll be the first round win for Evolution.
Yeah, I mean, it's really weird why they decided to push the wine cellar and blue stairs, or and main stairs, of course. But I don't know why they still decided to push it even after they had ample time to get rid of the barbed wire or rotate back around to the garage entrance. Especially with that much barbed wire to try to clear all of that, especially if you don't have nades or breaching charges or anything, like that's just really destructive and slows down your push significantly.
Yeah, and they really limited themselves. They had a lot of area to go through, and they just kept. They rotated their push, but didn't have anybody to keep the push coming from the original direction. So they limited themselves by going blue and not having anyone push from the garage. Now from Infinity, we're gonna see
Like we're actually gonna
the
see a
kitchen
trophy
hold,
kitchen.
which is the usual hold. And I think Pulse is playing below. I think he's gonna be able to C4 somebody from below, maybe stop a plant. And this is new. I don't think I've seen somebody play like the garage area, and I've even seen less of people actually blowing up that garage wall.
10 seconds left.
I just feel like you could use that reinforcement somewhere else. Like you've got all these trophy walls, and then you've got the hatches. And honestly, I'd like to play above more than I would below.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. For a rib like this, upstairs control is really what you want because that's where most attackers focus on. I mean, once they realize that they can't push from any of the windows or main lobby, upstairs is probably going to be their most favorited attack.
Nothing much going on here. I think Reaper's going to start to open West Main, and this will be 3 players pushing from West Main as Yahoo goes upstairs. No, the defense doesn't have a single player above, except for, no, Meta World Niche is in Library. He's the only player above. If Twitch, or if anyone's able to take him out, that'll be a easy push coming in from the offense.
Easy push indeed, but I'm interested to see how that Montaigne's going to come into play if they don't have anybody to really clear any of that barbed wire, like I said.
Yeah, but here we see Niche is actually going to take a lot of hits from Thermite, and Kool-Aid Farmer is finding Geo. And Geo was that the Thermite, and that was from below. I was, again, once proven wrong. Not the first time. But Reaper's finding a Game Destroyer in Trophy, and now it's a 4 versus 4. As 2 players from both teams, or 1 player from both teams have been taken out. I can English today. Don't worry about it. But now Reaper's going to push in and go for this hatch in a second. And there are no other players upstairs. This is what I was talking about.
Really?
Actually, no. Again, Niche is trying to hold upstairs, but it's a very, very slim chance he's going to be able to do this for long because low health and he's not going to do much here. But Kool-Aid Farmer's finding Thatcher. And then Sodi just going off for the squad.
Reaper might actually have a confrontation right here.
We're going to take out Meta World Niche. Kool-Aid Farmer was there. Pulse was that? It was all from this hatch that he blew up to kill Montaigne.
And this is where we see Pulse really being very useful. He has Diffuser right now. And he has a Nitrocell and a Pulse Scanner. I mean, from below, he can practically deny plant anywhere in Trophy.
Yeah, this is really the best hold they can get right now. And Smoke's now going to get down, but drop toward his teammates below. And I think he should be able to... He's safe for pickup. Now, I think the offense are in the bomb sites, but they can't do anything because the bomb is below. And Reaper's finding Use a Deadman and Kool-Aid Farmer. And McCream is going to get taken out. McCamey is going to be taken out by I'm Yahoo. Now that right there looked won by the defense, but I think Reaper picked up
I don't
those
understand
two
what fell apart
while he was getting the revive.
Yeah, I know, definitely. Like, if you're gonna pick up a teammate, definitely make sure that you don't hear anybody or see anybody around you before you actually get that revive. I mean, that's probably when you and the down enemy or your down ally are at like their most vulnerable, because even if you were to try to cancel mid revive, you're gonna have to take a few seconds to get your gum up and get your aim up.
Yeah, no matter what, it's not a good situation to be caught in when reviving a teammate.
Oh, looks like we're gonna be seeing a Jackal player. Yes.
Need to locate and defuse
Well,
I
you
love
once
my
proved me
Jackal
wrong
plays, I
with the
love it.
Jackal pick, and I'm sure there, Infinity is going to be able to prove me wrong as well.
I mean, like I said, Jackal is very viable, especially if they have a pulse in the enemy team who's playing beneath. You could definitely spot out his footprint and get rid of that, making the plant even easier for you because no one's watching it from below.
I hate I hate being wrong, but Jackal's one of those ops that I like on the offense now. He's able to spot out the roamer. He cancels out a roam so quickly, and I just thought he wasn't Jackal as an operator, not for his guns or anything, but as an operator, he wasn't able to do much. But you and a lot of other Jackal players were able to prove me wrong there. Now, I think Game Destroyer, he's going to push from the trophy room. He did start to repel, but I think he's going to stop and try to play inside, or play for the inside push. And Pulse is just watching these two players from outside. He doesn't want to get grenaded from below or catch the drone hole.
And
you see him, he's going to get aggressive onto Ash, and that'll be a quick kill for the defense.
And I'm not even gonna lie, Blazen. I was actually about to critique Pulse playing upstairs, but I guess I got proved wrong.
How does it feel to be proved wrong?
Feels
bad, man.
But anyway, looks like we might see a confrontation between Mute and Buck here momentarily if Reaper decides to roam correctly.
Correct. I wouldn't say it's incorrect. I think he's gonna try to play safe, and he does see Buck's shots from below. He's gonna slowly push up. Doesn't want to be heard by Kool-Aid. But Kool-Aid's gonna stand up and destroy Reaper. I don't know if he got a call out or just hurt him, but he absolutely melted him.
Yeah, dude, that Buck holocide is nothing to play with. I actually thought that was gonna work out in Mute's favor because it seemed like he had the element of surprise, but I guess Kool-Aid has like a $2,000 mic headset.
I'm so impressed by that. I'm just so amazed that that just happened. I don't know how he reacted. Like, I don't know if he got the call out or something, but I wish I would have seen his point of view. Kind of jealous now.
Anyways, I think we're gonna see another run up momentarily from Pulse.
Now, he's gonna play
Or
smart
maybe
here because
even
Buck now
GG
knows
kill.
where he was, and now he has to back off. Buck's gonna go down. Well, I think by Valkyrie. I think Bandit. Bandit shot him from behind the bomb site. And if Bandit looks under the crawl hole, he would have been able to pick up possibly two. As Use a Dead Man finds Pulse. Bandit really using this peek correctly. He's trying to get the kill, but stay alive as well for his team. He's gonna fire shots, but Buck's gonna get him from below. And now Meta World Niche gonna pick up Cryptic, but he's gonna go down by his teammate.
The team kill.
McCammy's gonna finally get this bomb down, and now Kool-Aid Farmer's gonna watch him from his side. Sodi being the last alive.
And now it's a 1v2 situations.
Kool-Aid Man's not a player you want to mess with on Buck, and he's gonna finally shut down Sodi. What an amazing play! Like he really knows how to control the C8 recoil. A lot of players complain that it's too much, it needs a foregrip or something, but he really does know how to use it.
And I feel like most of the recoil control comes from the sight itself. I mean, when you have ACOG on the C8, it's definitely going to be harder to control a high recoil weapon like that. I mean, just take Ash, for example. Throw a hollow sight onto that gun, and it, like, becomes a lot easier to control that recoil because your zoom is not all the way up, and you're not focused on long-range kills more than just trying to riddle the body up with bullets.
You're right. But I think now Infinity's on defense now, and they're going to elect to go the same place. They're going Kitchen Trophy. This looks like a really good game from both teams. It looks like it's going to end up, I hope, into a third map. I really want to watch this nice game, but we see McCammy running Echo instead of a smoke, but they also have a smoke. They have both, which I like. but I do like the pulse. They don't have a pulse this time. I think, yeah, Bandit.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, Echo's always really viable for a bomb.
5 seconds to go.
I mean, there are a lot of other variables that come in with choosing Echo, his weapons, his utility, and all that. But, I mean, for general bomb play, he's not really that bad of an option. And it's because of he can slow down a push, and he can deny plant.
That's exactly what Smoke does, and having both players could either be very destructive to the team, or it could hurt them because of the way they use it. And I think Makami might go down here because of Buck. So Buck's gonna drone this out and know that there's no player below. But he's gonna see the the Echo drone.
Bomb located by attackers.
And now,
what I really like about this match so far, ThaBlasian, is we're not seeing too much of horizontal but vertical gameplay. Shooting from below up or up down. I mean, yeah, we have a few kills that are horizontal on the same floor, but I mean, I really like how they're taking a different approach with this bomb site by trying to get underneath and above the enemy, trying to get kills that way.
it's a very diverse play style, and I think that's exactly what both teams use quite often, and it really helps. It really helps them. But Cryptic Geo is going to shut down Makami as he tries to run across, and that's already one player down that can stop the plant more easily. Now all they have is Smoke to stop it, and this is what we were talking about a second ago. If you get shut down as that player that needs to be able to stop the plant, it's going to hurt your team. But since they have two, they have a little more to work with, and the push coming in very quickly from Evolution, I think they're going to be able to get plant down very soon.
And this is what I said. I mean, I prefer Pulse because he can deny this plant from underneath with a nitro cell. I mean, personally, I think they didn't either didn't notice, or they just neglected that trophy window.
Reaper, Unseen, and Cryptic Geo all picking up kills here, as Unseen picks up the final one onto Meta World Niche, and that was quite a round. Everything happened kind of at the same time. Very quickly, everyone was trading out kills. Not trading. Sorry. Everyone was getting a kill there, shutting down the defense, and the plant came in very quickly for an event like this. It's just most of the time you see more of a last-second push. The bomb goes down in the last 30 seconds, but the bomb was planted with a minute 20 left.
And especially on Trophy and Kitchen Room, I mean, I feel like that's why most of the battle in Kitchen and Trophy mostly comes from Trophy, because as soon as attackers make their way in there, even if it's barely alive, they now have the advantage and the tables have turned. Because they know no one can flank them unless they play underneath. Like I said, Pulse would have been perfect for that situation.
To win a bomb site, to win the area in Trophy Kitchen, like this area, you have to hold Trophy. As soon as you lose Trophy, that's a game, because they've got line of sight onto you. It's a horizontal fight, but still,
located a bomb.
That's a bomb site. And if you're not holding it correctly, like most of the times you have this wall to the left reinforced and this wall open, they can plant behind this wall pretty quickly, especially with a pulse. Without a pulse, I'm sorry, they could easily deny a plant.
5 seconds left before insertion.
And like I said, it's all about adaptation. I mean, if that's your strat, then that's your strat. That's cool. But like I said, I mean, you have to think about your operator selection. I mean, I feel like Echo is more of a luxury operator than a necessity operator for especially a room like that where the floor is breachable and you can use that to your advantage.
Alright, and it looks like Thermo's going to try to push this very quickly, and Reaper can't get the bandage trick in time. And we have Kool-Aid Man. He is on glass. Gonna be able to spot Unseen just by the pixel of his head. That is their Jaeger player already going down. The C4 came out from Valkyrie from top, I think. But that is such an early kill to have, with still 2 minutes and 30 seconds left when he had the kill. Now Yahoo's going to try to pick the same angle, but going to back off. He does not want that gunfight there. Reaper's going to hold the smart angle right through the wall, but he's going to get found by Kool-Aid Farmer again. Glass going in for his team. And now I think the bomb's going to have to go down soon as Glass is throwing smokes. He's going to cover the bomb diffuser, which will be Thermite in a second. Smoke going to come out
And this is where we see Glass being used. I mean, he's able to highlight the enemy in yellow, so he doesn't really have a problem finding his targets. It's just a matter of trying to land his shots.
And it looks like Kool-Aid Farmer definitely knows what to do. He was able to find his shots pretty quickly. And it looks like Thermite's just going to go in for the plant. He's going to find Kool-Aid Man. I'm sorry, he's going to find I'm Yahoo. Now Cryptic Geo is in connector, and Glass still has to watch this, but he's going to go down, and Cryptic Geo is finding the kill, but he's going to get traded out by Game Destroyer, and now the last one is on stairs. Valkyrie going to get pistol shots from the back. I don't know what happened. The defense really collapsed there.
I mean, a pick right off the bat is so destructive to especially your morale. I mean, Glaz getting that kill from in between the bomb site like that really destroyed the morale because they didn't feel confident enough to peek against the Glaz. As soon as he found the kill under the first player and then he got Reaper from the kill hole, they realized that, okay guys, we lost control of a garage. Okay, we're gonna have to make something happen here. And you saw that they started playing more aggressively on blue stairs and main stairs, but it wasn't enough to quite push out that Glaz.
The defense really couldn't stop anything as soon as Glaz had the second kill onto, I think it was Bandit, Reaper, using the same peek hole. After it's been discovered, it's pretty easy to stop. Most people pre-fire kill holes anyways. But since Kool-Aid Farmer knew about that from before, he just shot right where it was. He was able to pick up Bandit. And that was Bandit and Jaeger down in the first minute, almost.
And I think the reason why Bandit is now reinforcing that wall that most teams put a mirror on or kill hole it is because they think that, you know, maybe they're going to grab a Glaz and they're probably going to do the same onto them. But it looks like instead of a Glaz, we're going to see a Blackbeard.
Now, with what you said about opening this wall, I think it should always be reinforced no matter what. Even if they don't bring a Glaz, it's just destructive to the defense not to have this reinforced when the attacking team has a line of sight all the way to A-bomb. So it really shuts down the hold.
I mean, even if you want to reinforce it, that's cool. If you want to reinforce that wall, at least mirror strat it, so that way you can still gain information while being protected.
Now the C4 might come out from the Valkyrie here in a second. He's trying to be tricky. The Valcam's going to come up so she can spot the player from below. He's going to get flashed. What a flash. I think that was from outside by Sodi.
Yeah, I think that was from, yeah. Damn, Habana, you got a arm on you. Yeah, what a throw.
Bandit's going to be able to pick up two of those. Oh, and not gonna start it in time. See, that was a waste. See.
Ooh, all three Habanas.
What Sodi should have done, he should have blown it immediately as possible so they could stop bandit tricking. That would stop them from bandit tricking. And they'd have some of the wall open and Thermite could then push in. But now, since they wasted all of their Habanas, it's not going to do anything. Okay. You see what Sodi's doing now? He's just punching the wall to try to distract Bandit. He's going to go for the revive. Bandit will go for the revive onto Valkyrie. That was a very close. That was
a really tight angle. Even I barely saw
revive onto Sodi.
And I think Gio's going to take his time trying to pick him up.
Now, Unseen's going to pick up the kill on the Game Destroyer. And now, Valkyrie finding Reaper with Blackbeard with a headshot, surprisingly. Ash and Valkyrie doing the exact same thing.
So we're going to see a promo war.
Both pre-firing each other, laying down. Both going to back off. And it looks like the offense is stalling out here. The diffuser is here. Kool-Aid Man firing shots at Thermite, but You a Dead Man is going to find, I think that was Twitch, pushing these back stairs, and Unseen finding Kool-Aid Farmer. It's just been back-to-back trades where somebody's dying. I mean, not necessarily trades, but like they're going down at the same time. When a shot's fired, it's fired on both sides. Two players are going down, or at least injured. Now the push has to come in from the offense.
And typically we see that as a good sign.
Cami's going to pick up the first kill. And Sodi now has to push in alone. 1 versus 3 situation. Just going to pre-fire and not going to pick up the kill. And Use a Dead Man going to finish him off with that shotgun.
And this is what I really like about their defense. I mean, they really they're not really a heavy roam game, but they seem to switch off a lot. So let's, for instance, say that Bandit's roaming and Smoke is OBJ and Bandit gets heavily damaged or downed, then we see them switch places and then provide support to another player who's also roaming. So we also see very good teamwork and communication from, what team is that? Infinity Esports.
Now it looks like an easy win for Evolution. They had a 3-1 lead, and now it is a 3-3.
Attackers need to
We see
locate
this
and
so
defuse
often with
bomb.
almost every game. See one team have a lead and start to give it up. Now let's see what team is able to
Attackers have
pull
located
through.
a bomb.
And it looks like we're gonna see a same bomb site picked. It looks like we're seeing this bomb site being favored, obviously, and I feel like the reason is because it's one of the easier ones to defend. Evolution knows their mistake from trying to, or not watching the trophy in kitchen, so they just want to go for the easy win. But like I said, they have to get their kills and they have to play smart. I mean, especially against Infinity Esports, who's like right head to head with them.
Attackers recovered the diffuser. Attackers are moving to defuse
And
the bomb.
look at Reaper. He's made another kill hole through this wall. And this one, I think, is a line of sight behind these green trash cans. So it's not necessarily to get the kill onto the people outside of the garage. It's for when the plant goes down. Kool-Aid again. Playing Glaz. Where was this? It was on the stair. Where did he shoot him from? Above. It must have been. Yeah, it was above.
What? Oh, yeah.
Scaring
okay.
me. Thought he was cheating. Kool-Aid Farmer, the Glass player, he's so talented with it. He's put Doc down. He has to use 2 stems here. It's just so destructive to see.
And this is typically where I prefer Rook. I mean, he just provides more of utility than Doc.
I feel they're interchangeable just because Doc is better for a roamer. Doc is able to heal the player from getting injured, and it's just I feel like that, if anything, is more utility. I could see where you're coming from with Rook being more, but you see he's already ready to heal Jaeger, but Jaeger did he fought Thatcher, was able to win that gunfight, but Reaper's fighting another one on the Game Destroyer. Now it looks like Doc had a very good angle, but didn't quite get the kill in time. Twitch outside this window, and they're gonna get aggressive. But I think Twitch's gonna find Doc in a second. But Doc's gonna be able to get out of there with his life. Gonna be able to heal that roamer again and heal himself.
And like I said, it's just been a game of trades, really, at this point. We don't really see one team absolutely blowing out another. This is becoming a really good match right here.
You're right. We don't see any team like really dominating the other. But you see a lot of trades. You saw Thatcher get picked up by Reaper, but Twitch was able to pick up Doc. But Reaper got the heal from Doc, and now it's just a gunfight between Twitch and Jaeger right here. We don't see anything really happening from the bottom. It's just more of the gunfight right here. I think Jaeger's finally going to back off. He might peek this kitchen window in a second, or run out of... No, he's going to go back to OBJ, play smart. Does not want any more... Does not want to contest anything. 30 seconds left on the clock. McCamey now has to push the OBJ, and Smoke's going to smoke this off. Jaeger using the kill hold.
I don't think he quite saw that decoy yet come up from Jaeger.
Pop a few shots in. And the pre-fire coming from Thermite, not going to find anything just yet.
15 seconds.
Looks like they're going to have to get super aggressive if they actually want to secure this win. I mean, you have to... When it hits about around 20-25 seconds even, you have to start playing it extra aggressive.
Now, you see what Jaeger was doing right there. He was consistently popping or punching holes into the wall like this. I've never liked those kill holes, just because of the simple fact, like playing against them, I've always just pre-fired around the kill hole and gotten a headshot, just because I know someone might be over there. So if you shoot at it, you're gonna get a kill. And with players sitting behind it, they don't react as quickly because they try to line up their shot, where the attacker or whoever punched the hole or whoever's fighting against the punched hole just needs to spray in that area and will probably find the kill.
And I completely agree with you on this, ThaBlasian, but I mean, I feel like the reason why that worked was because of the time. Like I said, I mean, he didn't really want to waste too much time trying to get rid of the guy behind that kill hole. He was trying to get like the shots that he knew he could hit. And like I said, I mean, as soon as that timer starts hitting around 30-ish seconds, you want to start pushing a lot more aggressively. You don't really want to wait until the last 15 seconds, because then you're even at a more disadvantage.
Attackers have located the bomb.
Now, what, I forget what team, I think it was Evolution that pushed into Trophy very quickly and was able to win it quick. It was because they were aggressive more early in the round. When you're aggressive too late in the game, you could possibly be down a player, you don't have as much information, and it's harder to play late round than it is early round.
Seconds left before insertion.
Oh yeah, no, definitely, for sure. I mean, especially when you have aggressive play type operators. Like, in my opinion, aggressive operators would really include Buck, Ash, and Habana as soon as she gets all of her hatches. All those, like, well, okay, excluding Buck, we have 3 speeds, great weapons. So as soon as you get your job done, you should really start trying to go for kills at that point, because you have nothing else to do.
I think Kool-Aid Farmer's going to spot Buck in a second. Now Buck's going to try to make the push because I think he also droned him out. Sorry, I was struggling to find the right player, but Buck and Buck and Pulse definitely spotted each other out. I think he actually reinforced that wall. Yeah, he reinforced this wall on the garage because he wants to hold this. And if Pulse keeps control and is able to kill Buck, that's huge for the defense.
And I think the reason why he reinforced it is because he wants to not necessarily protect himself, but more to funnel the enemy. He knows that if they can't blow up to his left, they only have one way to come in, or actually 2 ways of clearing the door. But it's just a way of funneling the enemy, making sure that they fall into your line of sight instead of the other way around.
Now we see the push coming in from the bottom. The bottom site, not the site, but the bottom area is key for Trophy. As soon as you lose bottom because of Pulse and because of Buck, and possibly Ash, you've lost the round just because you can't stop the plant, or the offense will just shut down anyone from above. Now, if you saw what Reaper did when Pulse was going back upstairs, he punched another hole. If Pulse had actually seen what had happened, like if he had seen the hole, it would have been an easy kill for him.
And this is where we see the flooring getting blown up, like you said. I mean, it just makes the attacking that much easier, because if the plant goes down, they can watch it, and it's game over. Looks like a little bit under a minute, and it looks like the attacking team is really going to try to focus on this trophy window, but it looks like Unseen and Smoke are actually going to meet. Meta picking up Unseen, however, he's going to take heavy damage from Sodi.
Kool-Aid Farmer. I will never get that right. I'm always thinking Kool-Aid Man. But he does find Yahoo finally. And Meta World Niche and Sodi, it's not looking good for World Niche right now. He's not in a good situation. SMG-11 in hand. He's also got the shotgun. But Sodi, it looks like he's pre-firing, and the smoke's going to come in. Now, this is where Smoke is late game. He's Jesus. He's able to stop the push, and even if they do start the push in, they're taking a lot of damage, and he's got one of the best weapons in the game, the SMG-11, and the shotgun's an absolute monster. So he has to push in now, and he doesn't have enough time. But with those smokes, Smoke is able to stop the push. Now it looks like an
this is where
match.
we're really seeing Smoke, like...
Sorry.
This is where we no, that was completely my fault. I cut you off. But this is where we really see Smoke being very useful. He could be used to deny a plant, but where he really most excels at is delaying a push. I mean, if Sodi opted to go through that window, let's say, for instance, at full health, by the time he got out of the barbed wire and actually got his bearings together to find Smoke, he probably would have been around 20, maybe even less health because of that.
But of course, Smoke is one of my favorite operators on defense. And if you've watched my past streams, I talk about this all the time. My 4 favorite operators on defense: Echo, Smoke, Castle, Mira. Because with all those operators, That's what stops the defense from pushing as quickly. No matter what, all those operators stop the push, and that's what you want in a league like this. When you have things to slow down the offense, that's what you need, because there are a lot of English. I swear I speak it, but there are a lot of aggressive teams, especially in this league. When you get into the more competitive areas, you want teams try to get in fast and they try to get the kills as quick as possible. Now,
5 seconds left.
with those operators that I named, those are the operators that'll make a team stop and try to work around it.
Attackers are heading out to defuse
And
the bomb.
what we haven't seen today at all, surprisingly, is a mirror. Usually we see a mirror on that wall, and we haven't seen it at all today.
I mean, Mira is definitely a viable option. I mean, not even to say that her guns are actually not that bad as well. I mean, that Vector just absolutely melts people, especially if you can line up your shot using her gadget, which is the Black Mirror.
Now, we see a Montaigne again, and he's going to push in with the bomb. Now, I talk about this quite often when I see a Montaigne. I don't like Montaigne having the ball. The diffuser. Because when he has the diffuser, if he pushes in, like, he's the center of attention. And if he goes down, the bomb's stuck in the middle of OBJ, and now your team has to push for it. Kool-Aid Farmer again. This Glass is very destructive. He's countless times picked up Jaeger, and Jaeger especially, one of those key players that you want to have early, late game. It's just, he's able to pick off a player so quickly. Now, Doc and Valkyrie are both really trying to stop the push from coming in as quickly, because they're not in a good situation. I think Glaz might find Valk in a second, and he's going to be able to pick him off as well. Glaz! I think Kool-Aid Farmer is easily one of the best Glazes I've seen.
Attackers are activating the diffuser.
It's not something I'm going to play against. Sodi finding Kool-Aid Farmer finally. And that's their player. That's their key player for this offense. And Sodi's going to find another one. And now Montaigne just has to kind of stay there. Smoke, since he smoked it off, can go for the defuse. No one else can really do that since it is smoked off. But I think he might get shot. Or the Claymore coming in. Now at 2 versus 3. As Ash pushes in from the backside. Bandit taking a lot of shots, and last alive is Doc, and he's going to run outside, pick up 1 kill. What a shot. But not going to be able to get back in time.
Yeah, no, really good shot.
And look at Kool-Aid Farmer go. 13 kills right now. And I'm sure this is mostly from Glaz, because he's been able to pick up 3 or 4 kills every time he picks Glaz. That's a scary thing to play against. And I know Evolution has a very good Glaz play when they have Deadly Zodiac, but it looks like he's not going to play this game. So they don't have that. I don't know if he played Glaz on this map or what their strategy was. But he's also a very destructive player you don't want to have it. You don't want to play against. And now we're going to see Glaz on the offense for Evolution. But this time they're playing Glaz on Kitchen Trophy Room.
And especially on a room like that, Glaz is probably where he excels best, especially with that Montaigne combo. They both have smoke grenades, and they could both utilize them. So the way personally my team was able to get plants off really fast is to smoke off the room, plant behind the Montaigne, and then cover with Glaz. I mean, because at that point it's checkmate. They can't see you. They can't shoot you defusing the bomb, and you could see them because you're Glaz, and you have a high damage rifle, so you're practically able to win all your gunfights at that point.
I've seen a lot of people say, and like I've seen a lot of teams say, they stopped using Glaz because of the recent nerf. And first of all, I'd like to say Glaz definitely needed the nerf. But second, it's not bad. It's still not a bad operator choice. Glaz, like, it's just like any other gun. You just need to land your headshots and hit higher shots. Don't shoot at your legs. But it does such high damage. I think it does more damage than most DMRs, like the KMRS and the 417. Plus, it has a thermal scope with smokes.
It's absolutely a destructive combo. Like I said, just once the plum gets planted and that smoke goes down, there's nothing you could do about it unless you spray through the smoke and somehow get a lucky headshot or kill him.
Now, I didn't notice this before, but we see instead of a Valkyrie, we have Cav. And I said it before, I don't like Cav. Cav's one of those operators that are just like, it doesn't really help much. I've seen one interrogation from any team in this league that actually worked. But I think in a higher, like in a more advanced league, you don't want to use Cav for the interrogation. You want to use her to sneak around more because everyone has a good headset now. Everyone's going for those. Everyone's sound whoring, and having Cav, it's harder too because of her ability.
Especially against a really good team against like Evolution, because I mean, look at them right now. Okay, see, they're all pushing together and they're all watching each other's backs. So it makes Caviar's job even harder because now she has to take care of the guy watching their back. And if she somehow does kill him or down him, like the other team members will get that call out almost instantaneously. Oh my God, Reaper!
Okay, you know exactly why that failed for the defense.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
Because he made a punch hole. Stop
oh my
doing
God.
It never works. I hate it so much, and
Oh
that
my
just
God,
cost
that
them
was a
3
nice
or 2
double kill.
deaths. It's you cannot do that. Stop punching holes in walls.
Definitely a nice play coming from Reaper, picking up 2 kills. Oh my God! He made it a 5-on-2. He almost single-handedly made it a 5-on-2, and now it's a 5-on-1. See, this is where the defense messed up. They had a really heavy roam game, and now it's biting them in the butt.
Absolutely destroyed this round. The attackers did not lose a single player that entire push. And what a great play from Reaper. Because of his game sense, he knew where Pulse was going. He saw that kill hole, and like I said, when you see a kill hole, you just spray toward it. You're probably going to pick up a kill. He just happened to pick up 2. Pulse was already weak from his shots before. And I think it's funny because the way he was able to put shots onto Pulse was through a kill hole that he made by punching it. I hate it so much seeing it. He punched the kill hole and then ended up getting 2 kills because somebody else punched the kill hole. It's emotionally draining.
Oh my God. And it's a little bit, I'm not going to say embarrassing, but it's a little bit more of a rookie mistake to do that. Because not only did you give away position, you also gave the attackers somewhat of a advantage, yeah, to see you, because now they know you're there because they thought, oh, this kill hole wasn't there before, it must have been recently just made, and so they're going to pre-fire it. And that's what we see a lot of teams, you know, get mixed up in more competitive play like this. They think that that this is just another ranked game. They think that this, like, oh, the other team won't notice, you know, they're not good, they're gonna fall apart eventually. But that's the thing about competitive play. You always have communication, you always have teamwork, and I'm assuming, especially if these guys are upper plats, like plat 2s, plat 1s, they have common game sense. So something as small as like a kill hole by punching it is not going to throw them off at all.
Now I think my prediction here is the defense is going to win. I think Evolution is going to win this for their team. And the only reason I think that is because the defense doesn't have Glaz. Or the offense doesn't have Glaz. Which has been such a key player, and I think they expected them to go kitchen. They expected them to go kitchen trophy, but instead they went to the bottom. They went wine cellar and snowmobile.
And I'm going to have to disagree with you here. I feel like the offense is actually going to win because of Kool-Aid. I mean, Kool-Aid knows how to use Buck, and he knows how to use his shotgun to make kill holes that no one really expects. Like, here, we see him making a kill hole into the closet, into wine cellar, and that cuts off almost, not all rotation, but it cuts off a main line of defense for the defense.
David McCamey finding, he's found smoke. I don't know if he, well, they're already in the bomb site. I'm gonna stop trying to predict anything. I get proven wrong all the time. It's
Attackers are
ridiculous.
activating the diffuser.
I quit. You know, I think we're gonna have to stop casting or stop trying to be an analyst because this sucks.
Looks like Unseen barely holding on to his life is gonna fight. Thermite get the kill with the Nitro Self. Use the dead man's gonna trade that back on the Sodi. He's also gonna get the kill on the Reaper. Unseen gonna trade that back out for game. And now it's all up to Pulse and he gets ripped apart by Deadman.
It was an attempt
Very intense last
at a
few
defensive
seconds of the
comeback,
game.
and it did not work out. I'm done trying to make predictions. I quit. Every team proves me wrong no matter what. I had faith in you, Evolution. What a bite in the butt.
Oh my god. Anyway, nice plays by both team. Kool-Aid Farmer dropping 11 kills for his team, while Unseen and Reaper are going to be the top breakers for Evolution.
What an amazing match. But now we're going to have to take a short intermission, let both teams get set up, and we have to restart share plays and things. So it'll be back in about 5 minutes. That's about when we're going to start the next game onto Coastline.
Did you end the stream? No. Oh, that's embarrassing.
It hurts seeing how many times I get proven wrong. It hurts a little bit.
I mean, you were even wrong. For a second there, I actually thought Unseen for Team Evolution was actually going to clutch that. I mean, he was in the perfect position to do so, but due to his health after his gunfight with Thermite, it just wasn't feasible.
And I think what
I mean, he got 1 to 2 kills.
I think what won the offense of the game there is the fact that instead of pushing from the south side, which is the garage, they pushed from the north, which was the opposite garage in the wine cellar. Every push that game had on the wine cellar snowmobile hold was from the garage, and that was the first push really coming from the other side. So it offset the defense.
Yeah, no, that actually. Oh, my bad for cutting you off again. I'm so sorry. But like I was about to say, they definitely outplayed Evolution. I mean, okay, coming from an attacker's standpoint, if you know most of their gadgets and their defense and their hold is going to be focused on the main garage, why not push from the opposite side? It was completely feasible. You saw Thermite break that wall like almost without any hesitation, and that's because they didn't expect them to come from there, because what most people do is come from the garage side. So they really thought outside their box with their plan, and they executed it almost perfectly.
Yeah, and I love seeing Kool-Aid Farmer on Buck. I liked him on Glaz and I liked him on Buck. And he's one of those really substantial players, though he wasn't playing the usual Slayer role where you play Ash or IQ. He was playing Buck and Glaz, which are more support characters, and he was really able to still shut down the defense.
Yeah, no, completely. It was actually really interesting to see Kool-Aid play, because he didn't really play how I thought a Slayer would play. Usually, how I see Slayers play is, like you said, with Ash or with another operator such as Jaeger, but he played support characters and he executed it perfectly. He knew how to play them. He knew the advantage spots that were key for his operators, such as Buck playing underneath and Trophy, and really holding down tight angles with Glaz. So it's not like he got lucky. He actually had skill on his side, and he outskilled Evolution.
And I'm actually watching the replay here. Sorry, the stream can't see it, but when Buck was in that confrontation with Jaeger upstairs in the kitchen area, Thermite and Twitch had already started pushing and defusing the bomb in the A site in wine cellar. So Buck really caused the distraction there and pulled Reaper pretty much out of the picture while he was still in that gunfight.
Yeah, no. So far, we've seen great plays by both teams. I mean, like I said, it wasn't like Evolution blew out Infinity, and it's not like Infinity blew out Evolution. It was a pretty fair match for the most part, and I think there was only one round where the entire team made it out alive. So very nice plays, especially that level kill from Reaper. That was really nice.
All right, about 40 seconds, and we're gonna start this next match on the coastline. And let's talk about this pick. What team picked coastline?
Actually, I think, wait, if my memory serves me right, I think Reaper actually, well, the Reaper vetoed first, so he got the second map, and he chose Coastline over the second pick, which would have been Oregon. So I think the reason why they picked this map is because not a lot of teams particularly like Coastline. And from what we've seen in Season 4 tournament, and even in previous Evolution qualifications, they've shown to be very proficient at Coastline. So they think that maybe getting this map will secure them a win and push this into a Game 3.
Well, either way, Coastline is the second map. And I think I've only commentated over 2 Coastline matches. And this will be my second one. And I'd love to see how this plays out.
I really want to see Skyscraper a lot more. Oh my god, I love, well, not playing Skyscraper, but watching two teams battle it out on Skyscraper, such an entertaining match.
Skyscraper has really come into the meta in this league. It's like Oregon. Oregon's one of those maps that most teams pick. Or you see Oregon, you see Consulate. It's one of those maps now. It's one of the maps that you see pretty oftenly chosen. Now, we don't have a Thermite or Hibana, which is going to make it harder for the offense to push into Penthouse Theater. And I think that might be their downfall. But again, they do have Ash and Buck that can play from below and either get a kill or be able to watch the bomb. That might help them a little bit. But again, on the defense, we see Reaper playing Cav.
And if you get, okay, it's always good to bring a Thermite, no matter what. But I think Coastline is one of those maps where I think he's not really necessary, and I'll tell you why. I think it's not necessary because of these long to medium range engagements. You would think that Coastline would be heavy close quarters, you know, a lot of shotgun SMG play, but it's actually the opposite. We see players holding down long hallways and long corridors, so the need to open up a wall per se to get that long range really isn't necessary.
Finally we see a Mira. I love the Mira shots, you know this, but I don't know if I agree with the spot, because I mean that can definitely be a key spot in the game, but if they get in this corner of the site, the southeast corner of B site, they can plant without the Mira being spotted, or the Mira, the player behind the Mira spotting the plant. But I think the second Mira is going to go on that wall that Sodi just reinforced, and that will really be able to stop the plant.
And what I think is really odd for this lineup here is that Bandit isn't roaming. They decided to have Caveira roam. Like you said, personally, I don't agree with Caveira, but if this is what they think will be proficient, then to each man his own. But I think that Bandit would be more of a viable option because of his ACOG, because of his SMG, and just because his utility isn't really necessary to sight. I mean, if you want a Bandit trick, then I guess you could make that a reason, but like I said, unless the other team has a Thermite or a Thatcher, it's not really feasible.
Now it looks like the push is just going to come in from the west side. And Reaper is still below. What is Reaper doing? I'm guessing he's AFK.
I think he's AFK, yeah.
But Buck, I don't know if I agree with that wall being open. I think that might give him an angle, but he can get shot through that as well. And the entire push is coming from this west side, and nothing's really there to stop him. stop them. We have 4 players OBJ, and the only roamer is Reaper, and he is below Hookah.
And I think Kool-Aid is actually watching for him. I think he knows that the flank is going to come eventually, and he's just waiting for him at this point. So unless he can scan and definitively find Caveira, looks like Cav might actually have the advantage over Jackal. As everybody knows, Jackal and Caveira are hard counters to each other.
Though Jackal can spot out those players, Caveira's silent step allows her to get through get through areas without her footprints being left behind. Kool-Aid Man might find Yahoo here in a second. He's gonna pick up the kill, and Game Destroyer is now sitting behind this behind the wall where she can spot Mira. Mira's gonna pick up the kill on the Ash, and now Sodi's picking up the kill on the Kool-Aid. This has just been trade after trade, and now it is a 3 versus 4 situation. And now it looks like Meta World Niche is gonna push up, but not find Mira in time, as she does back off finally.
And look, we actually have Caveira probably gonna get that. Oh, never mind. He looks like he's just gonna go for the kill. But it looks like we have Cav actually coming into play right here and actually gonna try to cut off that rotation for the attacking team as Crypto picks up the last kill onto Deadman.
What a shutout from the defense. They didn't let the attackers like really into the OBJ. The only attacker that got into the OBJ was Buck's dead body. No player actually stepped foot into the objective. And though I criticized the 4-man OBJ,
that was a very nice hold.
They were able to really hold off the corridors because they didn't have a thermite.
I feel like another reason why the defense won that was because of their uncanny pick of Caveira. I mean, even though she didn't really go for it initially, having that late flank, making sure the attacking team has no time but to push into OBJ is very effective, because now they ain't gonna watch their flank, and he could easily get an interrogation if he wanted to, or just go for the kill like we saw Reaper do.
Now again, I love Kool-Aid Farmer. I love him. On Pulse, especially on this site, almost all the floor in this area is destructible except for the bathroom Hall of Fame area, and then you also have hookah, billiards. Most of the floor is destructible, which allows for a lot of vertical gameplay we can see from Buck, Ash, and Pulse. And possibly a Valkyrie if you do it right. But Pulse, he's going to play below, he's going to watch. I think he might run out of this door to his right.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Deploying sensor.
I don't know if he's going to prep the door or anything, but he's going to wait for somebody to rappel up. He has prepped the door. You see a little bit. The door isn't fully broken. He punched out the bottom boards on the door, so when somebody rappels on this eastern wall, he will be able to really run out and pick up the kill. Now he spots the first player, Twitch, and it looks like Twitch might no, he's going to place the Claymore. He knows the Claymore is being placed. He's going to break the door but not pick up the kill, and Unseen's going to find him. That'll be the first kill of the round, and wow, that was inopportune for Pulse. As soon as he started to run out, he heard the Claymore get placed. He didn't want to contest it, but Unseen was ready for the gunfight, so he pushed up and was able to find the kill on the Pulse.
And I actually thought Pulse was going to get the jump onto Twitch right there. It looks like Pulse was in a clear advantage, but it looks like he got turned on by Unseen.
Attackers have located a bomb.
I think what really stopped that kill from Pulse was the... I think he just shot his own bandits. But I think what stopped the push was the Claymore. Since I know he heard it get placed. I heard it get placed. So when he heard it, he knew he might die from it and didn't want to, like, he didn't want to force the kill. So he tried to back off, but then since he did back off, Twitch was ready for it.
Some very close shots coming from Unseen, and we might see Bandit here in checkmate if Geo bucks the correct position. If he bucks underneath Bandit, and if Bandit stands up, he gets killed from Blackbeard or he gets killed from Buck. It's basically checkmate for him unless Cryptic can actually find this angle, which I think he's about to do momentarily.
Just working his way around Bandit, not going to find him just in time. Now, I just want to take a second to look at the stream chat. Fruity is in Dusk now. He is upgraded from Evolution. Some
Fruity is in what? I'm sorry.
Fruity nuts. Oh, World Niche
He's in what
finding
now?
a
I'm
Reaper.
sorry,
What
I
a
didn't-
pick. That was Blackbeard right through his shield. But again, back to chat. Fruity is better from Angel Ramos. Mira, your ass. I hope Blue win because y'all dropped Fruity. Looks like we have a Fruity Nuts fan in there.
It looks like we're gonna hear some Caballero shots come out of here as Meta decides to, or not decides, but picks off the head of Sodi. It's up to Twitch. I guess in a 1v4 situation, he's gonna find the shots coming from Jaeger, but Game Destroyer is actually just gonna shut him out right there into that
Meta
bathroom.
World Niche, the key player this round, he got lucky because who was the Blackbeard? Not the Blackbeard. The Buck player just didn't find him. Just barely missed him. I think it was Sodi. No, it was Cryptic Geo. Just missed Bandit from below. And then Cryptic shot, or not Cryptic, again, I'm mixing up the names already. But Niche was able to find the kill on the Blackbeard, and then onto Hibana, and then onto Buck later in the round. And he was really that player that shut out the offense.
For the attacking team, let's just talk about how that unfolded. So
Protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
the way the defense held the room was, in my opinion, I felt like the roam game got too out of hand. I'm not gonna say it was too heavy because I don't think it really was, but I think it just got out of hand. I mean, they just didn't know how to really get their picks, and they didn't know how to rotate around the enemy to try to get the better angle or anything like that. But what they tried to do instead is just try to secure the entrance into the bomb site and then try to get the kills.
Discover the location of a bomb.
Now, I don't agree with Mira. I know I said I was going to stop predicting things.
10 seconds.
I know I said it. But Mira reinforced the hatch in B
5
site.
seconds left.
Now, I don't fully
Oh.
agree with that because I like to have a player that can rotate in between, and if he needs to get out of that situation, he can drop through hatch. And again, I'd have Cryptic Geo playing Pulse below, but it looks like he's going to play in the OBJ.
In my personal opinion, I don't know if you agree with this, ThaBlasian. I'm pretty sure you will. But I feel like Mira really works best when there's a castle. Because if she can mirror a wall and she can have protection from behind from the castle, then she's really indestructible unless you try to blow up that castle. And if you blow up that castle, she's now aware of you trying to enter to try to kill her.
I completely agree with you. Now, if you've noticed, she hasn't placed any of her mirrors yet. I think, yes, the first one's going to go here. This is one of the strat I've seen a lot of teams
In the
use.
predictions.
But where's the second one going to go?
Bomb diffuser.
I don't like their hold already. They have 2 players in B site, and it's really just shutting it. It's very congested all into one area. It's not a good spot, and Cryptic G is going to get picked off. And then Nade actually did Valkyrie some damage, not a lot. But Buck, I think, is below. And David McCamey is going to pick up I'm Yahoo. And it looks like the attackers have a really good advantage here.
Looks like Sodi and Deadman might actually run into each other if Deadman just looks a little bit down, man. He's gonna find the shots of the Reaper, but he's not gonna tag him up just yet. He's gonna get the call out that he's on that window, and Sodi might peek him or watch the door, which I think he's gonna just try to watch the door. Reaper getting the very nice angle behind the bomb as Sodi picks up the kill on the Game Destroyer, and now it's a 3v4.
Bomb diffuser.
And what we've seen a lot of Buck today, obviously. But what I like about it is that every Buck player we've seen knows how to use the C8. And I like, because since they know how to, oh gosh, there's the kill hole. Frost didn't see the kill hole. And Deadman picked up Sodi, and Unseen is going to start to get the kills. Reaper getting
my
shut
God,
down
Reaper.
onto David McCamey. Now it is a 2 versus 2 because Deadman is down, and he's making another kill hole. Stop it! He sees Deadman on the ground. He's
Oh
going
my
to
God,
find
this is
that
not
kill.
looking
And now
very
this
good
2
as he
versus 2
finds the
situation.
kill
Will
onto
he get picked up
Deadman.
from the window? Not going to get picked up just yet. Player on the window scaring me.
34 seconds, and the attacking team has to get the bomb down if they want to win this. I mean, the defense is in very great positions to deny the bomb plant, and if they don't rotate to A, or if they don't get at least one kill onto the enemy, they're going to lose this round.
Almost 15 seconds left, and they don't have much to do. The Valkyrie cam is going to get spotted, and now still a 2 versus 2 situation. 10 seconds left on the clock. Will the offense be able to do anything here? No. The shutdown coming in from Reaper, and Reaper's going to find the next one on to Twitch, but Twitch going to pick up the kill, and now she has to push for the kill, or they get the bomb down. 3 seconds left and 2 seconds left. Not going to be able to get it as Unseen finishes off Metal World Niche. What a play. Like, that was just trade after trade. There's the Mira strats. I love Mira. God, I love Mira.
And especially that Mira is actually not in a bad spot either. You're basically head glitching. Your head is covered by the Mira, but you could peek up or stand up and get the kill. That's almost a perfect headshot every time.
The way that Mira is set up, I know they only used one, but it was still used wisely. And that because of that Mira, that's why they won that round, because it looked very bad for the defense. It was like a 2 versus 4 situation at one point. But Reaper and Mira, I forgot who played Mira. Unseen. Reaper and Unseen were able to pick up those kills that they needed to.
Wow, just very nice plays overall. And we're going to see the attacking team go for a Montang. I'm going to see if they're going to try to push on to the B site with Montang. I think that would probably be more of the obvious attack, but if they actually decide to play this right, they could actually get the plant onto A.
I do agree with the Montang pick, but again, sorry.
10 seconds left.
Something in my throat, I guess. I like Montang with Glaz. I like my Montang with Glaz like I like my sugar with coffee. Blackbeard, I think, what he can do, what we saw from Infinity, he's going to hang on this hookah window as the plant tries to go down, and I think Montang's going to push in from the main door of B.
And I saw Kool-Aid prep the Sunrise Bar window, but I don't think he's going to stay there to try to get the run out. I think he's going to prep it for later in the round once he finds out someone's on that A window.
And what he can do with that, he can also throw a C4 there, which will also be able to pick up at least one kill if he throws it right. It's very destructive. Now, David McCamey is using both mirrors. These are the mirrors I use, actually. He placed both mirrors next to each other, but one is higher and one's lower on an unreinforced wall, and the other one's higher on this this reinforced wall. Now, Pulse is getting shut down from below. I don't think there's anyone else actually below them. But Game Destroyer is finding Ash. And I think one of the mirrors were blown out. Reaper finding Use a Dead Man. Where are these kills? Oh, the outside. I was so confused on where the kills were coming from. But World Niche and McCamey are trying to hold this as the Mira is going to get blown again.
Oh,
Bandit just saving him, and I know
some flashbacks. ThaBlasian.
This is something that you've done for me before, and God, I love you for it. We've seen a lot of players do this.
So, if you don't know, Habanas are always susceptible to gunfire. However, bandits don't always work. So, even if the mirror is actually about to be blown up by Habana, you could always shoot the pellets.
So he's gonna get the plant down, and Mirror doesn't find the kill. Meta World Niche is finding Sodi, and now a 2 versus 3 situation. It was a 5 versus 3, and it looks like the defense is actually gonna shut this out. Twitch down, just peeking outside.
Looks like Evolution is gonna get sloppy.
I don't know if Niche will be able to hold this much longer. He's in a very odd spot, and it is working very well. Reaper's going to repel on this window, and now, like I said earlier, he's going to be the one to peek it. But the thing is, they're down a lot of players. They've spotted all 3 players now. They have the information they need. Oh, he might be able to get Game Destroyer through the wall. Not in time. Gonna find him again. Push shots in, but Game Destroyer is just getting out of this.
15 seconds remaining.
10 seconds left. They have to push now. Twitch now going to try to make the push for the plant. And I think he's going to get killed by Sodi. Or, I'm sorry, Meta World Niche is going to find the kill. And
Seconds remaining.
the kill on the Reaper as well. Meta World Niche being that player that Infinity really needs.
Was that a 4K?
I think it was. What a play.
Very nice plays to come from Meta.
Meta World Niche, he saved Mira twice. Because that Mira was able to give Niche information to get those kills. But Niche needed that Mira alive, so when the Habanas went onto the Mira, he was able to shoot them off very quickly. And the information was still fed to him.
And in my opinion, where the attack really fell off was, like I said, when you get pressured for time, you want to stop waiting for 15 seconds. Please, for the last time, stop waiting till 15 seconds. It really doesn't work out for you, because playing in a league where people are high plats, okay, and are playing super competitively, just because they're up 3 players and you're down 2, they know to hold their angles. They know not to peek you, because at this point you have to peek them. So extending that time like by droning or by just holding angles onto them, it's not going to work. So what I suggest doing is always try to push it around 45 to 30 seconds. Please, please have some common sense.
I'm disappointed in Yahoo. Not for the Capcan pick, but for not using the PMM.
The shield.
I'm so disappointed.
Oh, the PMM.
The PMM is the revolver of the Spetsnaz. It is so good. And the Gush is like the 5.7. I don't like it. I don't know, I'm nitpicky about what I pick. The Twitch drone might be able to shut down this Mira, but luckily Yahoo finding that. I'm still disappointed. Nothing's changing that. I think we have a 5-man OBJ at the moment, which does not look good. 5-man OBJ, 30 seconds into the match
Here
already.
we're seeing...
And the push is going to start from Hookah.
Here we're seeing... Oh, my bad.
No, that's fine. I was
terribly sorry. But we're seeing Capital being played, and we've seen Capital being used pretty well by players, but I figure that most teams don't know how to play him. They try to use it more offensively than defensively. Well, how I would prefer to use Capital is if you secure the bomb, and the bomb's almost done through its cycle, just fire arrow the bomb. Or even, like, if you want to push a room, smoke the other entrances where you might get flanked. He's a very versatile operator because of his crossbow. He could be used offensively and defensively, like I said. And I feel like using him more defensively, especially on a game mode like Bomb, is a lot more effective.
I think while you were talking about him, I switched to him, but he's kind of struggling with his drones and flash grenades. But what you see here, Yahoo can get Yahoo pretty quickly with his bolt. I don't know if he remembers he has it. There it is. Might be able to pick up the kill in a second.
There it is.
Yahoo's going down. And what I like about Capitao and Kool-Aid in general is that he's smart with his play. The second bolt coming out onto Geo. Will he get the kill? He's gonna get low, and now he's flushed out of his position. The shield luckily saving his life, but now he's gonna get the call out. There's a player behind there, firing. Not gonna finish him off. But what I like about what Kool-Aid did is he didn't use both bolts at the same time. And I've seen so many, actually in Pro League I've seen this, where people just use 2 bolts at the same time instead of how they should be using it.
Here we're going to see a 4v2 actually get dropped down to a 4v1, all up to Cryptid Geo to try to clutch up for his team. He's going to get spotted out by Ash, and Ash is just going to rip through him.
I was kind of distracted with Capitao because I was talking about the Pro League things, but Ash just dropped a 4K. Just wanted to point that out.
Oh my god. We are... I've never seen these this many 4Ks, 3Ks, just aces in general throughout any other tournament. I mean, I know personally I've gotten a 4K, and just getting more than 2 kills onto the enemy is something to brag about. I mean, especially against a good team like Evolution.
Evolution is not a team to be messed with, and it looks they did take the loss in the first game, and it's not looking good in the second game. It is only 3-2, but still a close match.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers. location of a bomb.
Oh, we're actually going to see an Echo and a Capcan play.
Now, David McCamey, he's picking up what Yahoo did with the Capcan, and I swear he better be using the PMM. Thank you. I respect you. Cryptic Geo's gonna lag out sadly,
Cryptic Geo's actually gonna get lagged out of the
we can't
match.
reset the match until 2 players are out from both teams. Hopefully he can reconnect. But I just want to give David McCamey a little praise for using the PMM. Thank you, sir.
And not to even mention that he's not placing his Capcans around, well, not around, but on OBJ doors. He's placing them at places he knows they have to push through. And even though it doesn't get a kill, it significantly slows down the push, because now they have to slow down. They see the red line, and they have to find the charge, and they have to shoot it.
Well, no, don't count on that just yet. He still could pick up kills. I've seen a lot of players somehow get killed by Capcans. Sadly, it's very, very draining when you see somebody die by a Capcan.
Yeah, like it's not uncommon. Like, like I mean, I completely agree with you. It's not uncommon. It actually might be the thing to push them to the win.
I know it hurts a little bit though. When you get killed by a Capcan, it definitely hurts. You feel it.
Oh yeah, it's definitely embarrassing
the last
to get killed
time
by
I
a
got killed
Capcan,
by a
especially
Capcan,
in a
my
competitive
headset hit
play.
my controller. Not a good sight.
ThaBlasian.
Now, Yahoo has droned out Kool-Aid Man and Game Destroyer. What?
Game Destroyer.
I saw, but there must have been a lag with spectator mode. But still a 4 versus 5 situation because of Cryptic Geo lagging out. We were going to start this push with Unseen. Unseen's been here for a little bit, but hasn't done anything just yet. Done a lot of droning. Echo drone coming in.
And this is where we're seeing this Echo play.
This is an awkward situation for the offense. 50 seconds left. No one's died yet. I spoke too soon. Game Destroyer is going to pick up Yahoo. Now 3 versus 5. Ash is looking for Niche. Not going to find him. Picking his head off the pixel. And now the offense can get this push in. The long haul has been taken out. And now Ash has to push in for his team. Echo drone finally getting taken out. Now I think Pulse is going to spot this from below.
Deploying heartbeat sensor.
He's got this the doorway.
This Pulse is going to be
And
destructive.
Gio's going
I
to
can
finally
feel
get
it.
back in. Thank God. But now Ash is going to try to push in. Ash making the push. Going to pick up Echo in a second. No, Reaper's going to pick up Echo. And the shot's going to come in from Unseen. And now the bomb has to go down soon.
Oh my God.
The pistol whip not going to come in just yet. Gamer Destroyer is going to gun down Unseen. And the bomb plant is going to go down. And the defenders won because the bomb wasn't planted in time. And they still had Pulse below. Seconds before he defused, Pulse was able to Pulse was the one who really should have gotten that kill. But Jaeger just got the last few bullets in to stop the plant. And now it is a 4-2 lead for Infinity. What a round for the defense.
Yeah, I mean, Evolution, to be fair, Evolution was at a disadvantage because of the Cryptic Geo lag out. But still, excellent defense. I mean, that Pulse was really able to give information for his team. He knew where the bomb plant was going down, and he gave that information to Jaeger. Even though Montaigne tried to block him from the doorway, the kill hole that Buck actually made worked against him as he was able to rotate and get the kill on the Buck, denying that plant.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Back to Hookah we see, but no Mira. Which I loved seeing Unseen on Mira. It was so destructive. But we're not going to see that again this time.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Yahoo is now playing Doc as well.
Going up.
Bomb located by attackers.
No, nothing new. We don't see anything very new besides the character selection. And for the offense, we're seeing a fuse.
5 seconds left.
which I never want to say an operator is really a bad pick unless it's Jackal. But I've corrected myself with the Jackal
So Lord
picks.
Tachanka's
It's a
a
good
viable
pick
pick?
now. I have been proven wrong.
Lord Tachanka, be our savior.
I don't know. I've seen very pretty Jackal plays, but did Kool-Aid just spray through the wall?
Oh my god. Kool-Aid, you fucking monster.
What a dog. That was from the window on this side. He shot through the window. Either way, what a shot.
And this is a very big win for Infinity nonetheless. I mean, to taking out one of the teams that actually made it, well, not taking out, I'm not going to say that because the game's not over, but really holding up against a team like Evolution and actually getting a 2-round lead onto them is very huge.
Now, I think David McCam is going to try to fuse something. I don't know what he's going to decide to fuse just because there's no windows left open for him to do so.
I think he's gonna do it on the A window. Oh, never mind, that's blown out too.
Wow, Unseen finding the kill onto Kool-Aid Farmer, just tagging his feet, not gonna go down yet. I think we might be able to revive her soon. Fuse going for the revive. Now, still a 4 versus 4 situation. No team is just counted out just yet, but Sodi, David McCam is getting the plan off. How do you let this happen? You can't let that happen. Fuse is now getting the plan off, and now they just have to hold the angles. Kool-Aid Farmer going to pick up Sodi. This is looking more in the attacker's favor right now. I'm Yahoo going to try to peek out. Reaper going to pick up the kill on the Use a Dead Man as Unseen finds Meta World niche. 2 versus 3 now, but the offense still has the advantage. Fuse going to fire shots. Reaper's going to pick up Kool-Aid Farmer, but the defuse... Reaper, Unseen are just slaying out for their squad, being able to get the defuse in time. What a save. That so looked in favor of the offense, and it looked like it just got shut down by Unseen.
It really
and
did.
Reaper.
I'm not gonna lie.
What a round.
Unseen and Reaper's sake. Fuck no. This game is not over yet. As they clutch up for their team against, what was that, 2v4?
That was 3v5. But either way, it was just destructive.
And I honestly got, I actually agreed with you that the offense was going to win because that bomb plant went down. And because of that, I'm not going to call out Echo. Echo's a good op because he can deny the plant, but he can't get the call into the player, and that's why I prefer Pulse. Because he could play underneath, and on that bomb site, I don't know if you guys know, but since it's wood, it's actually breachable or destructible, my bad.
Now we see another Mira and Kool-Aid again below with Pulse. But now we see on the offense, we see Glaz, Blackbeard, Monty, Buck, and Ash. Buck can play below if he's able to take out Kool-Aid Man or Kool-Aid Farmer. See, I told you I was going to do that again. If he's able to take out Kool-Aid Farmer,
Kool-Aid Man.
He's got control of below on B. Glaz can cover the planter along with Monty, and Blackbeard can watch from this window. I don't know if the offense expected them to go hookah, but this looks like it'll be a very good hold from the a very good push from the offense.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser. Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
Now, something I haven't seen in a while, Monty Montaigne with Revolver. Ever since that nerf, I've seen more of the P9. It's just, I don't think the Revolver is as viable anymore. Unless you're really, like, aiming in, going for a kill. Because you might as well go for the melee with the shield if you're going to use the Revolver. Unseen finding Kool-Aid
nice shot by
Farmer.
Unseen.
And that's the player below. And now Buck can easily hit the hit from below the floor as Game Destroyer is going to get spotted on drone.
You don't even necessarily need Buck for that. You could even use Ash's breaching rounds for that.
You can't. And now it looks like Game Destroyer is going to try to rotate back toward Ash. Both looking for this kill, and neither are going to get any shots on just yet. It looks like a bad confrontation for both players there. Neither of them want to go down. They both need to hold where they are. Oh! Game Destroyer picking him off the pixel piece, and now to the 4 versus 4 situation. Smoke taking damage. Meta World Niche is going to pick up Cryptic Geo, and this is looking bad for the offense right now. It is a 4 versus 3 situation. Mirror is still using the same Mirror strat from before, and it's working very well. Now the push is going to come in from actually the balcony area with Montaigne and Blackbeard, but Montaigne's not in a good situation here. He's got the revolver in hand still, but Niche really holding it off well. Mirror now coming in to support. Now they just need to watch the front door. Blackbeard trying to do some damage.
This is a very nice matchup,
but Sony's going to find Game Destroyer. Now there's a 3 versus 3 situation. Bandit still in that back corner, and Bandit not going to find him just yet. And Blackbeard with the slow reaction, not finding anything either.
Oh my god.
Shots coming in. The shield of Blackbeard getting broken. This is so intense right now. 40 seconds left, and the offense still has to push in. Blackbeard has to now pull out a second shield. Meta World Niche is going to pick up the first kill, but he's not going to get traded out. Meta World Niche going off for his team. Now Sodi, the last player alive, and he now has to get the bomb and get 3 kills with only 30 seconds left. Both nades going to come up. Meta World Niche might get picked off by it. Not just yet. The bomb is still down in OBJ.
Making it.
Buck has 15 seconds now and needs to push for these kills.
Sodi, clutch up. It's time to clutch up.
Only 6 seconds left. Not going to find the kill on the Mirror just yet. The pistol coming out, and it does not look good. Meta World Niche going absolutely insane this game. Both teams, their top 2 players, 11 and 10.
Oh my god.
What a fucking game. Meta World Niche, stepping up for the squad, was able to do hella damage for the defense.
Just, Meta and Kool-Aid Farmer just... holy shit, okay? Just holy shit. And he didn't even top frag. Game actually top fragged.
Wow.
Wow.
I have no other words for that.
uh,
Infinity Esports taking the match today. What a game. I really don't know what to say to that.
That was we were only spectating, and that was intense for me. It came down to the very last gunfights, and all players from both ends were really weak. So it really came down to who could land the most critical shot.
What a match that was. I don't think I've seen, I don't think I've casted such an intense match. My heart was racing watching that. Trying to comprehend what was going on. Oh my gosh. What a game.
Yeah, seriously.
Anyways, thank you for everyone who watches and supports us. Go follow us on Twitter and subscribe on YouTube. Don't forget to like. If you need me, ThaBlasian, Scar, or OhRaez, please follow us on Instagram, Twitter. Our YouTubes will be in the description below. And thank you all for watching.